The Four Children Left Behind, A True Story, Part 2. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Namami YouTube channel. If you haven't watched Part 1 yet, I highly recommend watching it first before continuing this story. After losing both their parents, the four children had no choice but to grow up much faster than they should have. The youngest daughter, who had studied only up to the 7th standard, had to leave school forever. At an age when most children were carrying school bags, she was carrying the responsibility of an entire family. She started working from home, making tobacco products. Every single day, she worked until midnight, then woke up again at 4:30 in the morning, ready to work once more. There were no holidays, no childhood, only responsibility. Every rupee she earned helped keep the family alive. Years passed. By 1990, the brothers and sister made a decision. We should build our own house. But they had very little money. There were no easy transportation facilities in their village. Bricks had to be unloaded, then carried by hand, walking long distances until they finally reached the construction site. The youngest sister, now around 20 years old, worked alongside her brothers. Her brothers, aged 22, 24, and 26, all carried heavy loads with their own hands. Their elder sister, who had been living with relatives for some time, returned to help the family. Day after day, brick after brick, they built their dream together. Not with machines, but with determination. Finally, in 1991, their hard work paid off. The family completed their house. It cost around 42,000 rupees. It wasn't a luxurious home. It had 2 rooms, a large kitchen, and a spacious hall, but to them, it was more valuable than any palace. For the first time in many years, they finally had a place they could truly call home. Their grandparents also came to live with them. The family was together once again. After the house was completed, the brothers returned to work. To repay the loan they had taken, their elder sister went back to her husband's home. Once again, the youngest daughter was left carrying the biggest responsibility. She looked after both her elderly grandparents, worked every day, and continued sacrificing her own dreams, just to keep the family together. Then, in May 1996, a new chapter began. Her marriage was fixed. The wedding date was set for December 8, 1996. But there was one major problem. The groom's family had asked for a dowry of 20,000 rupees. The family somehow managed to arrange only 5,000 rupees. They promised the remaining 15,000 rupees would be paid later. Months passed. October arrived. Her brothers promised they would arrange the remaining amount. But despite all their efforts, the money never came. The wedding day was getting closer. The pressure became unbearable. Seeing her sister's pain, her elder sister made a heartbreaking sacrifice. She removed her own Mangalsutra, sold it, and gave the money to help with the wedding. Even then, it still wasn't enough. One of their relatives had promised 5,000 rupees. He had even handed the money to his wife, asking her to give it to the bride. But the money never reached her. She was told, "He hasn't given anything yet." She had no idea that the money had already been sent. With no money, no hope, and nowhere left to turn, she felt completely broken. In a moment of despair, she even tried to end her own life. Thankfully, the neighbors noticed what was happening. They rushed in, stopped her, and saved her life. The neighbors collected 2,000 rupees to help her. A friend's husband also contributed another 500 rupees. Whatever little money she had earned herself, she used it to buy her own toe rings for the wedding. Finally, after countless struggles, her marriage took place. Sometimes, the strongest people are the ones whose tears the world never sees. Thank you for watching. If this true story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to Namami for more inspiring real-life stories. This story will continue when the time is right.